welcome back to my channel. It has been a while since I filmed last. There was a few reasons for that. One of the reasons I wasn't well for quite some time, and I was like really drained, really tired. It was nothing COVID related, it was just under the weather. And then I did film a few, but it just wasn't coming out how I wanted to. I wasn't happy with it, and I know my setup's quite basic anyway. But yeah, it just wasn't what I was thinking, and I live quite near a main road and everything was just too loud. But I'm back now, hopefully a bit more regular, and as in regular posted. Regular's quite a weird word. Anyway, but I thought I'm going to do a video of my best buys of 2020. I bought a lot of new products that I was testing out for not just myself, but what I'd use on clients. And I thought it might be quite nice for me to share those and what I think worth your money in, because some of these are like mid-range to high-end and to low-end. So I hope this is beneficial. If you like, please subscribe, comment. I always feel like really cringy saying this, so like ring the bell or anything like that. Before I start, I just want to quickly shout out to the jewellery I'm wearing, if you like them. These are like these pearl earrings and pearl necklace I won in an Instagram competition for a company, I can't pronounce it, called Tutor. I've linked their Instagram and website below. I believe it's a small business, and the owner's so lovely, and some of the jewellery is so affordable, like from £30 upwards. And then this one in particular I believe is over £100, I think maybe 140, I'm not too sure, but this was one of the items I won. And I also picked out my wedding earrings that are stunning, so I really wanted to share this company because I believe we all need to support each other right now, especially small businesses. So if you are interested in what I'm wearing today, I have put their details below. So the first thing I bought last year that I'm obsessed with and love, I'm going to buy again over and over and over, is the NYX Cosmetics Born to Glow Foundation. I'm in the shade Warm Vanilla. I do have a speech impediment, so if I don't pronounce words correctly, that is why. I absolutely love this foundation. It's probably one of the best high street or drugstore, however you refer, more affordable brands. I think it's one of the best out there. The reason being, it's a satin finish. It's really buildable. It doesn't feel too heavy on the skin. It's blendable. It covers up the dark pigment, like blemishes and pigments, but it's not too heavy. So if you are someone who likes to have like a really nice coverage but still show that you've got some skin, like show a bit of your skin and not too cakey, this is the one for you. I absolutely love it. I think it's one of the best foundations out there. I've worn it pretty much every single day. I know we haven't been going out that much, but when I've been doing like Instagram posts or like Zooms, or the brief time we were allowed out to pubs, I wore this and it's incredible. It stays on all day. I have, just to give you an idea of my skin type, in the summer I'm normal to oily, and in the winter I'm normal to very dry around these areas. So it's really adaptable for those both skin types. That's my personal opinion and experience with it. But I really love it, and considering it's so small, a lot goes a long way. So that is actually probably my, I say, number 2 out of my top that I'm recommending. So moving on to a brand that I've loved since they launched. I don't know if it's 5 or 6 years ago. They're quite new. It's a UK brand, and I'm sure you're all aware of it. It's Iconic London. I've used the eyeshadow palettes. Well, the minute it launched, I think they're around about £40 to £42. But what you get, it's one of those brands. I'm tripping over my words because I'm trying to think. But it's one of those brands that I do think is worth an extra penny. Like I said, the eyeshadow palettes, the colours that I think are very wearable for every day to evening. But the 2 products I'm going to mention now are the sheer blush. I bought the shade Rose Riot, and the Eliminator Drops. I bought the shade Original, and I bought 2 of these, one for one for myself and one for like my clients, like my brides. And the reason why I love them is just there's so much pigment in this. You only need a little bit of a drop. It makes your skin look so glowing. I find with some highlighters, either whether it's powder or even liquid, it's very glittery, it looks very false, it looks very fake, and especially in the summer you want that natural glow. And this is incredible. I'm going to try and do it on camera just to show you. So a little goes a long way. Just needs, with the pipette, I just drop it on skin. I don't know if it's going to show up. I did try and do this a moment ago. And yeah, look, it just looks amazing. I'm trying to look at the monitor up there. But yeah, I absolutely love it. It makes the skin look incredible. I'm just going to rub that in a little bit more. Oh, I might put some on there. I have already got it on. And then the next one is the iconic sheer blush. This is so beautiful. Again, when you put it on your hand, I always put it on my hands and then I put my brush on and just warm it up and just put any excess before I apply, so it's not too strong. When you first see this skin up, you feel like it's going to be a lot of strong pigment, but when it blends and melts into your makeup, it just gives you almost like that Bridgerton, if you have been watching Bridgerton, that really beautiful cheek that looks healthy, you look glowing, youthful for the more like mature women or men who like to wear makeup. And I just think these are, I think everybody needs them. It might depend on your skin type. Again, I mentioned what my skin type was before, but highly recommend these. This, it comes in 3 colours, so I believe that could be adaptable for different skin tones. Okay, next up I have my Ride and Die, which is the e.l.f. Cosmetics Poreless Putty Primer. I love e.l.f. I have done for years. I think they're incredible. You can get them in Superdrug, very affordable and very good products, but this in particular is phenomenal. The way it really makes my skin look when I apply it, and then my makeup really does make it look so much better. Like, I've got quite textured skin, and I'll be honest, I'm not going to say it completely gets rid of that texture, I'll be lying to you, but what I will say, it does make my makeup look so much better, so much smoother, and I think for what the price is, and from what others that claim to do this at a more higher price point, I would just buy this. This is incredible. I think it's £5, I could be wrong, but it's all linked below. I highly recommend this. They've also just launched an eye primer of this, which I really want to try, so I'm probably going to purchase that next. But this is probably one of my best buys last year. Again, I've bought 2, one for clients, one for myself. And what I will say, with sometimes with poreless primers, it does feel like there's a film on your face. It feels tacky. It just feels not comfortable. But this, it just feels like a moisturiser. And I use it when I try it. I know some of you have seen when I tidy up my eyes. This is what I use with like a Q-tip. It's really good. This is sheer, so it's not going to leave like a white cast or anything like that. So please buy this. Actually, don't. Actually, that sounds a bit forceful. Don't. If you want to buy it, you can. It's linked below. Next, I have the Goddess That Is Rihanna's makeup brand. That doesn't make sense. The Goddess That Is Rihanna. Obviously, we all know that she has an incredible makeup brand called Fenty, and I bought a few products last year that I absolutely love. But there was 2 standouts for me, and that was the cream black bronzer and the powder bronzer. And I bought the shades Butter Biscuit. I'll just show you what it looks like. It is used, obviously, to try and do this. But it is so, the way it melts onto the skin, it's blendable. The shade range, we all know that she's known for launching a range that crosses, that spans across all spectrum of skin tones, which is fantastic. And it is a mid-range, and I do think it's actually rightly priced, in my opinion. The way this just makes my skin, it just looks like a natural tan. I can use it when I want to have a bare, kind of little no makeup look, but just a bit of a sun kiss. It is phenomenal. There's a nice glow to it, so if you're looking for like a nice natural like bronzy tint to your skin, highly recommend this. And then I also bought the kind of a similar shade in terms of warmth in the powder, which is Shady Biz. Again, I love it. What I love about these is that it does have a pigment, but it's not too strong, and for me, I like something in between. So if I want to be really light, like I just mentioned earlier, or I want to be like all out, not that I've been going out, but you have that option, and you can build a ball, and this is great for when you want to do like a crease in your eyes and doing that beautiful bronze look, and it can all seamless go together. Yeah, Fenty can do no wrong in my eyes anyway, so these were fantastic buys. That seemed a bit boring, that bit. Next up I always keep saying next up I do have the Revlon Colour Stay cream eyeshadow. This is the shade Caramel, but I've got praline. I don't know if you can see it because the lighting's colour, but this is like a really gorgeous, like, I want to say a cool tone bronze. Yeah. I think these are absolutely incredible. They're almost like the dupe version of the Charlotte Tilbury cream eyeshadows, which I think are gorgeous. The formulas are amazing, but these are so beautiful. They're good for just an eye base, or just to use on it their own, or to blend with your makeup. The praline one is really good for bridal. Yeah, I think they're really pigmented. I think sometimes with cream eyeshadows, people are still a bit nervous to use them because they're worried about creasing. And I do think it's because in the past, like when I mean in the past, when I was young, when I was a teenager, which was many years ago, like over 10 years ago, the formulas just weren't there in kind of the high street, but the beauty has come such a long way since then. But yeah, this, if you can't afford the Charlotte Tilbury, sorry about the noise. We have a beautiful textile company near us that always gets delivery. Yeah, sorry, going back. If you're looking for an affordable version of the Charlotte Tilbury, because that's not in your budget, highly recommend the Revlon Colour Stay, and the shade I've got is Caramel, which I've used quite a few times. If you head over to my Instagram, you get to see. Moving on to, well, it is makeup based, but more of like tools. I actually discovered these on TikTok. I can't remember the makeup artist's name. She's a UK girl. I'm going to try and find her and put it below, but she's phenomenal. She makes me laugh, and she just does, she gives it to you real, that's for sure. But she recommended these makeup brushes that were on Amazon. Again, I've linked that below. They're a bit dirty because I've used them for my eyes today, but I bought the eye kit, and you get 15, it's these. And these are by jlKQW Beauty. I'm trying to see if I can get a really close one up for you. So, just give you, I don't know if you can see it because it's white, but these are called jlKQW Beauty, and from Amazon they're £14, and legit one of the best brushes I've ever used. The reason being, you get such a variety and such different densities. So, for a prime example, if you're using a brush like this, that's quite dense, it's really good for detail work into your creases or anything like that. It's not very good for the full blown blend. But then this is one of my dirty ones. You need to get something, oh look, just powder, well I've just used it for today. It's really much more fluffier, and so it's really good to blend. You get loads of different kind of eyeliner thicknesses for these brushes, and I've washed them a few times because I've used them pretty much every day since I bought them last. I think I got them in October, and none of the hairs are falling out. They're like some of my Morphe brushes, I find that when I've washed them, even like just a few times and they haven't been used that much, you get a lot of stragglers. Haven't had any stragglers yet, and I think for the price they're incredible. So if you're looking for an affordable makeup brushes, these are great. I know you've got Real Techniques that are fantastic as well, but for me these are new to me, and I loved all the variety you get. Everything works for everything you need to create an eye look that you desire. So I highly recommend the jlKQW Beauty eye brush set. One of the palettes I bought last year was the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes. I bought 2 of these, one for once I've tried them. So what I do, I buy them for myself, and if I really like it, like the formulations, I'll then buy it again for like my kit. So this one's just dropped, and I was absolutely bricking it because I thought, don't tell me because I don't want to get my one out of my kit bag. But I think this is absolutely stunning. I mean, Too Faced is always, for me, always delivers. I know a few people may disagree with that, but I love all these shapes. I know W7 Cosmetics do a dupe of this, but I haven't tried it. But that's why I've dropped it. Perfect for every day, really good for really good pigments, little fallout. I love that you get such options to play around with whatever look you want. Really easy to blend, and I think if you're new to makeup and you're looking for a quality eyeshadow palette that's just basics at a more like mid-range price, this is the one for you. Again, I've linked it all below, but this is probably one of my favourite eyeshadow palettes that I've bought recently in a very, very long time. So moving on to my last makeup orientated favourite, and that is the Cinema Secrets Super Sealer Setting Spray. This brand's normally known for its makeup cleaning solutions, which are fantastic. Highly recommend these as well. But I saw a makeup artist use these and they highly recommended it, and now it's like my ride and die. It's a great mattifying setting spray. This is what this one is, and Some people, it really does depend on your skin type with setting sprays, I'll be honest. So this is just more for me, and I mentioned earlier, just a quick reminder, I am normal to dry in the winter, oily in the summer, and this kind of, for me, doesn't budge my makeup at all. I put it on before and after, and I think it does what it says on the tin. I know people use these on sets because it generally does make makeup last a lot longer and it mattifies it so you don't get a shine on camera. So if you're looking for a really good setting spray, I feel like this is a bit of a secret. Funny enough, it's Cinema Secrets. But yeah, if you're looking for a decent one and it's not too expensive, I think it's about £15, definitely get yourself one of these. Right, my last one, it's hair related. I use these all the time. I've done a hair tutorial on these bad boys, and that is the Remington heated curlers. I know they've been around for a long time. I only just got them last year for my birthday in March with my money that I got given, so I quickly bought these off Amazon, and I love it. I love the colours. The way I'm really rubbish at blow drying my hair sometimes, purely out of laziness. If I've got time, I'll do the whole dryer. I've done a tutorial on that with the Pro Blow barrels, but for me, Remington heated colours are faultless. Sorry, I had to make that car go past. You get mine's got hair in. You get two size rollers. You get big thick ones, and you also get the smaller ones for more tighter curls. I use all of them. I start with the big ones on top, and then I use the smaller ones. And these clips are really good. I've got a lot of fine hair, so even though it's quite thin, it's a lot of it, so it's considered thick. I've done a whole tutorial on it. I'll link that below. And I think if you're always wanted that blow dry look but you don't know how to do it, you don't know how to do the brush technique, get yourself some of these. £40, link below, and also the tutorial if you want to know how to use them before you buy. So I love them. My mum's bought them now because she's like me, can't be bothered. And there you go, they're all my favourites from 2020. I know 2020 was a bit of a weird year for everyone, but I really try and stay optimistic, just stay safe, follow the guidelines. I know it's a bit rubbish, but I just thought that might be quite nice if people wanted to know what I feel like is a good product to buy. So please like, subscribe. I've got a few tutorials planned now that everything's working, and hopefully I shall see you soon.